What is up, Whoa family? It's your boy Whoa Keybucks, and I'm back again with another live stream. So the topic that I'll be discussing this live stream today is in regards to Pastor Mike Todd rubbing spit and mucus on a female, or my bad, a male church member at his church. So we're gonna watch the video real quick, and then after we watch the video, then from there I'll give you my thoughts and my opinions on the situation at hand. All right. So let's watch this video.
Changing something and you don't see it clearly yet, but you hear. And this is where most people would not face Jesus anymore. What most people would do is turn away. What I'm telling you, is just as he's physically standing here, knowing what's coming. God's saying, can you physically and spiritually and emotionally be able to stand? When getting the vision or receiving it might get nasty. I'm going to say it in a point just like that. Receiving vision from God might get nasty. You mean, God, I just bought in crazy faith. I just bought my dream car. And now you're going to ask me to sell it back and ride in the hoopty again? Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you, it might get nasty. And do you hear and see the responses of the people? What I'm telling you is how you just reacted is how the people in your life will react. When God is doing what it takes for the miracle, what are you saying? This man was blind. And what he was trying to do with this man is give him his DNA.
All right, so that's the end of the video. I'm basically going to give you my thoughts and opinions to what we just watched, which was Pastor Mike Todd rubbing spit and mucus on the male church member's face. The overall message I definitely agree with, and that is that when God is trying to elevate you, you have to go through times of trials and tribulations, right? You're going to go through moments of uncertainty. You're going to go through hardships that are basically going to have you really question whether things are going in the right way or the wrong way. And in order for you to be able to make 2 steps forward, you have to take 1 step back, right? What I don't agree with is the fact that to make the example that he made, he went to the extent of using his spit and mucus and rubbed it over the dude's face in order to prove a point, right? I think certain things with you saying it with words, they should hold their value to the people that are woke enough to be able to see what you're talking about without you having to physically show somebody what you're saying. It's only the people that you've told on numerous occasions what is going to happen that do not believe. That is when you physically show them through some type of sign. Obviously, it's going to be a spiritual sign that's going to manifest into the physical realm. But other than that, I don't believe it's best in that situation, because with the type of society we live in right now, people are always going to be hypercritical about a situation, right? I want to make this point 100% clear. I definitely agree with the message that Pastor Mike Todd was trying to send, but the delivery of the message is where I don't agree, because a lot of people now are going to be very critical about him rubbing the spit and mucus on people's face. But if you truly understood his message is that God is going to make certain things for you in your life to be uncomfortable in order for you to be able to prosper and to succeed, right? You have to go through some sort of trial or trials and tribulation in order for you to be able to become the person that the Most High God has called you to become. If you do not go through those trials and tribulations, you will not elevate. You will not succeed. You will not become the person that God has called you to become. Every person that you have seen that has gone to become a very, very mighty man has gone through some sort of trial and tribulation, right? If we're keeping it specifically biblical, before Moses became a prophet, Moses had to deliver the people, the Israelites, out of Egypt and bring them to a new land, right? There's so many other examples that we can bring up, right? Abraham had the ability to either sacrifice his son Isaac or not sacrifice his son Isaac, but he made a sacrifice, which was being ready to be able to murder his own son, in order to be able to fulfill the will of God. And because he was ready to sacrifice his own son to God, God kept his son alive. So the greatest men on earth, they had to go through some sort of trial and tribulation in order to be able to elevate, right? The problem that we have in this world now is that a lot of people are not ready to do what it takes in order to be able to get to the next level. A lot of people are not ready to make that sacrifice in order to be able to elevate their lives. They'll talk about 2022 is going to be my year. 2021 is going to be my year. 2020 is going to be my year. New year, new me. But they're not ready to make that sacrifice in order to be able to elevate not only the lives of themselves, but the lives of others around them. You have to make sacrifices now in order to be able to become the person that you're meant to become. You have to be ready to go through trials and tribulations. You're going to go through a lot of hard moments in your life in order to become the person that the Most High God has called you to become. But a lot of people are not ready to make the sacrifices. A lot of people are not ready to go through the hardships of life in order to be able to level up. You have to understand the world is only going to get worse. So if you do not level up, you're going to fall behind. Let me repeat that again. The world is only going to get worse. So if you do not level up now, you're only going to fall behind. You're only going to fall behind. You have to go through some sort of trials and tribulations in order to be able to level up in your life, to become the person that you want to become. So you have to be ready to make those sacrifices. When your name is called upon, even when your name isn't called upon, you have to be ready to make those sacrifices to become the person that you know you're meant to become. Don't be scared. Take it on. The reality is that we live in a society now where people are just comfortable being comfortable instead of being comfortable in the uncomfortable. A lot of people would rather be happy enjoying time with family and friends than sacrificing in order to be able to put their family and friends at a better position, at a higher position. You have to make those sacrifices in order to become the person you're meant to become. That takes hard work. That takes discipline. That takes dedication, sacrifice, and being ready to go through those trials and tribulations that God is going to put in your way in order to be able to test you to see if you're mentally, spiritually, physically strong, financially strong in every aspect of your life. When the tables are turned against you, what are you going to do? Are you going to tuck your tail and run away? Or are you going to fold like a little chicken? What are you going to do? What are you really going to do? You have to sacrifice now in order to become the person that you're meant to become. Be ready for everything that's going to come with it, because this life is not meant to be easy. Because if it were all easy, all of us would be rich. All of us would be the smartest person on earth. But a lot of us are not ready to make that sacrifice. This is 2022. I told you, 2022 will be worse than 2021 for those who are not ready to elevate. And repeat that again. 2022 will be worse than 2021 for those who are not ready to elevate. We're going to experience a lot of deaths this year. There's going to be a lot of racial divide against human beings in general, right? You have to be ready for everything that's about to happen in 2022. Because if you're not, you're going to be left behind. You're going to be left behind. There are so many things that are about to happen on this world on both a spiritual level and a physical level. If you are not elevating, if you are not going through trials and tribulations, you're going to be in trouble. Straight up, you're going to be in trouble. Because I'm telling you, life is not going to get easier, but it's only going to get harder. If you are not a woke one of the Most High, if you're not a woke member, you're in trouble. Straight up, you're in trouble. This is your time to elevate. This is your time to get better. There's no excuses anymore. This is 2022. It's only going to get worse for those who are not spiritually ready, physically, financially, mentally, emotionally. You got to be ready. This example with Pastor Mike Todd is an example of all the things that are about to happen, the trials and tribulations that are about to come. You either face it head on or you don't face it at all and you get left behind. Because if you get left behind, you have nobody but yourself to blame, right? You got to be prepared for all of the things that are about to happen because this world is about to get darker and darker. Worse things upon worse things are about to happen. If you're not ready mentally, if you're not ready spiritually, if you're not ready physically, if you're not ready emotionally, you're done. You're done. It's over for you. It's over for you. Only the woke ones understand what I'm talking about. Only the woke ones actually understand all of the things that are about to happen on this earth. This year is going to be a bad year for those who are not ready in their mindset and their mentalities. You have to go through hardships to be able to level up. Let me repeat that again. You got to go through hardships in order to be able to level up. And I'm going to tell you something, right? On your trip to leveling up, you're going to have a lot of family members that are going to be envious of you. You're going to have a lot of friends that are going to be jealous of you. You have to ignore all of the hate. You have to ignore all of the envy. You have to ignore all of the jealousy. Keep pushing on. Keep moving forward. Keep leveling up. Keep becoming the person that God has called you to become. Don't allow those people to be able to affect you on a mental level, on a physical level, on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, right? This is a dog-eat-dog world. Let me repeat that again. This is a dog-eat-dog world. If you are not ready, if you are not physically strong, if you're not mentally strong, if you're not spiritually strong, you will get eaten up. You will get eaten up. You got to be ready for all of the things that are about to happen because I'm telling you, it's only going to get worse. You got to tighten up. You got to tighten up. It's only going to get worse. What are you going to do when your back is turned against the wall? Are you going to fold or are you going to step up and do what you got to do in order to be able to survive? In order to become the woke one of the Most High? What are you going to do? Everybody's been sheltered for so long. Been told everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. What if everything isn't okay? What are you going to do? You're either going to make everything to be okay for yourself and the people around you by becoming woke, or you're going to fold. What are you going to do? The choice is up to you completely. But I'm telling you right now, 2022 is going to open a lot of people's eyes. You're going to see what's really going on in this world. And it's completely up to you to do what you want to do. But I'm telling you right now, if you don't step up and level up this year, you're done for. Straight up. We woke ones, we understand. We know what we have to do. We're going to keep pushing forward. There are no excuses anymore in 2022. Because the reality of the situation is that they don't want you to be woke. They don't want you to see the truth. They're trying to tell you if you go through trials and tribulations, if you go through hard moments, you're weird. You're weird. You don't understand anything that's going on. You're not aware of everything that's going on. But we realize that at the end of the day, the people that are the strongest in this world go through so many trials and tribulations. They make mistakes. They bounce back from their mistakes. They learn. They grow in every aspect of their life. They're the most successful people. Right? You have to make sacrifices in order to become one of the most successful people. It's not easy at all. It's not easy. But you got to make that choice. And you got to want to see yourself do better. There are no more excuses in 2022. They don't want to see you win, but you got to win. Right? If you're a woke member, you realize that you're a winner. You're a winner. You're a winner. You're a winner. There's no more excuses. And we're going to keep winning. We're going to keep leveling up. No matter whether family wants us to fail, friends want us to fail. That's what they've always wanted. Don't you realize that when you're on the same level as your family members, they're happy for you. When you're on the same level as your friends, they're happy for you. Once you start leveling up, whether it's you moving out into your own apartment, you getting your own car, you getting married, it doesn't even matter. People start to show you their true colors. All you really need to do is pay attention to their body language. Pay attention to how they respond to you when you talk to them. Pay attention to little signs like this. Ask them questions and see how they answer it. That shows you how people truly are. That shows you how they truly feel about you. That shows you what their mentality is like. And when people show you who they truly are, you move different. You move different. The people that are showing you that they're not meant to be in your life, stop entertaining them in your life. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you entertaining people in your life that have shown you that they don't want to be there for you? That they don't have your best interest at heart? I'm telling you straight up right now, when people show you who they truly are and they don't have your best intention at heart, you start to distance yourself away from those people. Distance yourself away from the people that have shown you that they're not meant to be in your life. You're the prize. You're the woke one, right? Every family member has that woke one because you're going to have a lot of family members that are going to be blind to everything that's going on in this matrix. So when you have that woke family member, that woke family member has to do as much as possible to separate themselves from their family, because little things are going to cause division. Look at what's going on right now with the jab. Look at what's going on right now with the jab. We're going to have a war in 2022 right now with the people that have been jabbed and the people that haven't been jabbed. If you have not been jabbed, you're not going to be able to go to the grocery store. You're not going to be able to travel. You're not going to be able to go to school. You're not going to be able to do things like you once normally would be able to if you didn't have the jab. So you have to understand that in the war we're living in right now, there is about to become a spiritual and a physical war against the people that have been jabbed and the people that have not been jabbed. You have to be ready to fight with everything in you, especially if you haven't been jabbed. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna have family members that are gonna hate you. You're gonna have siblings that are gonna hate you. You're gonna have friends that are gonna look down upon you. Even as you level up and you start to become a higher level of yourself, a higher version of yourself, you're gonna have people that are gonna start to hate on you. You gotta be ready. Don't feel bad. Don't take it personal. Be ready, because as it comes and it starts to happen to you, you need to be prepared to fight at all costs. There are no more excuses in 2022. You have to be strong-willed. You have to become woke, or you're done. You're done for. Because the reality of the situation is that this is a very, very messed up world. People don't care about your feelings. People don't really care about whether you're alive or whether you're not alive. You have to really protect your energy. You have to be careful about the women or the men that you allow into your life and the people you have intercourse with. You have to be careful about all types of energy, because it eventually comes back to reflecting on who you are as a person. If you're woke, you understand exactly what I'm saying. If you're not woke, you don't understand what I'm saying. Protect your energy. You're an essential being of the Most High. Value yourself. So at the end of the day, the Most High can value you. Dwell within His word. Take 1 to 2 years and focus on retaining your seed. Especially for men that are watching this channel, you focus on semen retention. Value yourself. No fapping. No having intercourse with women. Focus on yourself. Focus on your ability to be able to produce more. Find your purpose. Find what God has called you for and attack that completely. Elevate yourself. This is the year to elevate. There are no more excuses. We're in 2022. There are no more excuses for why you are going to be average, for why you're going to be mediocre. No more excuses. No more excuses. No more excuses. Why should you be average when you have so many resources in order to be able to elevate? Why should you be mediocre when you have so many resources to elevate? Why? 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 There's no more excuses. This year, 2022, you have to elevate. You have to become greater than you were yesterday. You have to become greater today than you were 2 days ago. Every single day you elevate by 2%. You have to become better. There are no more excuses for mediocrity in 2022. No more excuses. Because I'm telling you right now, there are going to be worse things that are about to happen within the next couple of days, within the next couple of weeks, within the next couple of months. If you're not prepared, you're in trouble. You're done for. You're done. You're done. Straight up, you're done. You got to be prepared for all of these things that are about to happen. Because I'm telling you, when they start to affect you on a spiritual level, when they start to affect you on a mental level, right? You have to realize that a lot of people right now are going through this world complaining about having issues. Every single person in this world has issues that they're facing. Everybody has battles that they're facing. Everybody has demons that they're facing. As you start to improve in every aspect of your life, you're going to be able to conquer every single demonic force that you're facing, whether it's in your spiritual life, your physical life, your mental life, your physical life, your emotional life, your financial life. You're going to be able to conquer all of those demonic forces. Once you conquer all of those demonic forces, then from there, who's the winner other than yourself? Exactly my point. You're the winner. But you have to make the dedicated effort, especially if you're a man, in order to be able to think more with logic. Don't allow the way you feel to be able to dictate what you do, right? We as men, we're logical creatures, but women are more emotional. That's why you hear a lot of more women say, I feel like. They go off of their feelings. We as men, we cannot allow ourselves to be illogical. We cannot allow ourselves to be emotional. We have to be logical creatures. We have to trust in God. And even though we might not feel like doing something, you have to push through those plateaus. You have to push through those moments where you don't feel like doing something in order to be able to elevate to that status of your life where you're meant to be. It takes dedication and focus and effort and discipline, especially in order to become the person that the Most High has called you to become. We use this as opportunities to grow. We use this as opportunities to get better. We don't have any type of room in our life right now to be average. We're not average. If we're woke, we're not average. Let me repeat that again. If we're woke, we're not average. Let's keep elevating so we can become the people that we're meant to become, so we can be victorious at the end of the day. If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be in this live stream. If you like this live stream, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this live stream with your friends. Subscribe to the channel at WokeEbucks, WOKEEBUKS, and tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below, and so will social media links. So make sure you go give those a check. But without further ado, this is going to be into this live stream. This is WokeEbucks, and I'm out, man. I think this has been my